Let me just play my notes 1 second.
Okay, you go do that.
That might be an hour.
Oh crap!
Bring tissues here. So you
I'm recording, but okay, fuck it then.
That's okay.
Babe, bring the tissues here.
What is up? I'm Igor Shalvarov with Dance Comp Review, and today we have the national British Latin professional champions and the world Latin professional finalists, Neil Jones and Ekaterina Jones.
First off, World Show Dance Champions. He forgot that one. He left that out.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. I'm very sorry. Actually, these guys have, one of the questions would be later on is about one of your show dances, the most controversial ones, but that's later. Do you like Jones or Sokolova?
I like
Jones. Oh, sorry, that was for you, yeah?
No, I like Jones.
Okay.
It kind of does. I'm like Ekaterina, but I'm Jones.
We are actually located at Dance Sport Montréal, a beautiful competition, obviously, in Montreal. And you guys went to the city. And I wanted to ask you about how did you like Little Europe in one big North American continent?
Some of the streets were reminding me of like a Poland.
Really?
Yeah, like when we were there for the Worlds last year.
Okay. Oh, you mean the old Montreal?
Old Montreal, yeah.
We went to the old Pier and went to the Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. That's beautiful.
Which is absolutely stunning.
Have you gone inside?
Mm-hmm.
You have gone inside.
I got pictures. You want to see pictures?
Beautiful.
Speaking of the partnership, how did it all start?
You mean the show?
No.
Or the
How did the partnership? How did you guys get
the
together?
website I told you about? www.russianbrides.com.
Right, RussianBrides.com. Actually, as a matter of fact, doing a little bit of research on Neil Jones, RussianBrides.com has been sponsoring him with ladies since 2003. When are you going to get your Russian citizenship?
Yeah, it's coming. We met in the most
Very
romantic city in the world, Blackpool.
Oh my god, the armpit of England. How wonderful.
Yeah.
Were you guys romantically involved first?
No.
No.
We didn't even know each other.
No.
Okay.
We didn't. My mum was hoping it's not the ginger guy because I got told that I could have a try with this English guy, but they couldn't give me the name. So I was just going through the program and I was like, well, there's this one, we're just looking out of the balcony, oh, there's this one. Then mum goes, oh, I hope it's not that ginger one. There he was.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh god.
She loves me now.
Was it a setup by the coaches? Or?
Yeah, it was by one coach, Richard Porter.
Okay.
So he knew her, he knew me. And then he was like, look, because I just ended with my partner at Blackpool. And then he said, look, I know a girl for you. She's just as crazy as you. So people are either going to love you or hate you. Okay. So you should have a tryout. And she forgot her shoes.
So how did you guys do a tryout?
You had
then?
to go buy shoes because you didn't have any shoes.
So you bought shoes. Did you guys try out at Blackpool?
Yes.
Is that what so this is what you did?
Yeah, we did, and pretty much straight away he just wanted to dance with me.
But, okay, we've got loads of funny stories, but there is one funny story with just that. Yeah. So what happened was we just finished the tryout, and I was thinking, this is good. We just danced straight away, like 4 dances.
Yeah,
I was like, it's kind of cool. Went back to Richard and he was like, so how is it? And I'm like, I'm feeling quite positive.
Yeah.
She slowly walks back over with another girl and goes, so would you be interested to have a tryout with my friend?
A threesome, that is so nice.
And I was kind of like, yes.
Does that mean she didn't like me?
Yeah, she walked away and we were looking at each other like, I guess it didn't go so well. She's passed me on to the friend.
But did you end up actually trying out with a friend?
No, I didn't.
No. Why the hell were you?
No, I was
you
just
were ready to give up the sunshine. I can't believe it.
I was just being a good friend.
You were just being a good friend.
I was like, sharing is caring, you know?
Really? I will remember that now while we're married. Sharing is caring.
I'm gonna cut it out probably because the way the kids are watching. These things.
We're talking about food. Sharing is caring.
That's right. Go in depth of the partnership. The exotic look to both of you. I'm gonna start with Katya.
My dad is Russian, but Lithuanian Russian. My mom is Korean, but she's never been to Korea, and she's actually was born in Kazakhstan and she doesn't speak Korean. Basically, she's Russian because it was USSR. I don't feel nothing but Russian. It's just when I look in the mirror.
You don't look anything Russian. No.
Neil, come on, give me some of your exotic background.
Well, so my dad is from the north of England. And my mum is from the south of England.
And they met in Blackpool.
My last name is Jones, which actually sounds Welsh, but I don't think I've got any Welsh but my granddad's from Ireland. Then
so it's like a triangle.
Yeah, and then this is the thing, because like my dad was in the military, so that's why he was in the south, in my mum's hometown. My mum's origin, her dad was also in the military, and her mum was from that local area, and she's gypsy. So half of my family are gypsy. And I was born in Germany.
But where's the ginger coming from? From which side? Probably Irish.
The milkman. Say the Irish side most probably.
So what's gonna happen now that you guys are married? Can you imagine the kids? Speaking of the kids,
ginger Asian.
Let me tell you something. About a year ago, I spoke to Michael and Joanna at the same competition, and I asked them the same exact question of, are you planning on having children?
And they said, like,
no, exactly. No, I don't know, you know. The kids. Have you ever been planning on having kids? So may I be the good luck charm?
Hey, can I say, so if it worked like that, yes, we're planning children. Then it works in the opposite, right?
Well, maybe. I don't know how it works, actually.
We're practicing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
No, but seriously.
The more you practice, the better children gonna turn out,
in
right?
In the future.
This
is what you're
I'd like
planning.
to have like 5-6 kids.
No.
No.
Neil's theory is that you've got a dog, you've got 2 years of having a child, right?
Yeah,
Right.
so once you have a dog, 2 years you don't have to have a child.
Yeah. So
What do you mean you don't have to? You could. I mean,
No, but it's like a theory. You have the dog, and that stops you from having a baby for
That's
2
very
years.
true.
So
so do you
now
stop the practicing as well?
no, practice keeps going.
2 years
Thank
we've had
God.
our dog, and I'm like, Neil.
And then I went, I'm gonna get a new dog. So another 2 years.
Always finds a solution
Yeah.
out of the situation.
So when you look and we've got 10 dogs, you know why.
You are successful in the professional division nationally, but now let's talk a little bit international. We do have a bit of I would say, changes in results when it comes to internationals and let's say Blackpool, right? And for Blackpool, you guys are fighting for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And to prove that, I have a little image of Neil, which is going to be obviously on his face again. You see, he's pretty damn serious about it, and I'd like Neil to comment on this picture if you could.
Okay.
You are very focused, and you were waiting for the recalls. You were waiting for the final recalls.
Yeah.
Describe your feeling.
Yeah.
Back when this was happening.
Yeah, I remember this because we were stood there. We're waiting to hear. We didn't make it in the cha-cha. So we were like, okay, but doesn't matter. We can still make the next dance. Mm-hmm. We can make the next dance. And at that moment, what happens is the stewards normally are walking around. You're waiting to hear dance by dance, just for Blackpool.
Exactly.
But the stewards know already who's made it in. Now, if you make it in one dance, the stewards don't come near you. But if you didn't make any of the dances, they come with an envelope with your prize money for semi-final.
Sorry, get out of here.
So they'd already done this the year before. We were stood with Yuri and we were both waiting. And then we looked at each other and we were like, well, I better make this jive because my jive is better than all of their jives.
Yeah.
And then Yuri was like, well, we better make this passo because our passo is better than their passo.
Yeah.
So we were like this. Then the steward come up to both of us with the envelopes and we were like, what's this? And he went, for semi-final, you didn't make it. And we're like, no, there's still more dances yet. Wait. And he's like, no, but you didn't make it. Leave us alone. I was stood there waiting. We didn't make the cha-cha. And I was like,
Just don't come
The
up
dance
to
is going on. And I see someone walking over to me. And I look and he's coming to me. And I was like, you, go away now. Keep away from me. And then it got to the end of the cha-cha. And then, of course, they turn around and said, couples all stay on the floor. So everyone made every dance. This time we were stood there. We didn't get the cha-cha. And okay, you're gutted that you didn't get the cha-cha.
Yeah.
You know, and then it goes to the next dance. By the time it went no samba, then I was like, forget. I just looked at it and I went, forget about it. We're not going to make any of the other dances. No. But we're going to enter on the jive.
He did say he's going to come out even if...
And then she was like, but what do you think? But maybe we don't. And I was like, we are going to dance the jive. And I knew
I've changed my dress.
I'm like,
I need to go.
We're there for the jive. And she's like, yeah, but what if not? And I went, if not, I will walk on that floor. I will walk across the floor and I will look at everyone and I will like, do you want to see a real jive? If you want to see a real jive, follow me to another room and you can watch the jive in the other room.
He is not a true Englishman because true Englishmen would eat it all up and be buoy. But not Neil Jones. He comes out, are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I wouldn't sit there and go, oh, Shane, maybe next year. No.
now.
It should have already happened 2 years ago. It should have happened. They were already delayed with it. This is like the Royal Mail, always late.
What are the moments that were the most memorable in your dance careers, on or off the competition?
100%. First one's when we made the first final in amateur.
Yeah.
We met each other in Blackpool.
Yeah.
So first competition was international. Then there was UK, where we won Rising Star. We made semi. So we were already sort of going up. And personally for me, coming from whatever, 96 or 100 something before I danced with Neil, it was like... I could never
very
get my
lucky
head
girl. Very lucky girl to find me.
I never still got my head around it. You know, I just sort of carried on, okay, we just got to dance. And then come Blackpool, that was quite funny. The whole thing on that
Within
night.
1 year, we've gone from whether I was 24 or her result to the final within 1 year.
That moment when they're announcing and they go from there, from here, from there, and we just stood there and go from England. And they're like, who's from
We both looked at each other.
We literally went, so who's from England?
What?
And then people going mad and we're like,
You're like,
and people just pushing.
we couldn't think, and people are pushing us on the floor. We're like, what are you doing? You're in the final.
Oh.
And I was always actually, even like this, I think that was the one time I was like, yeah. But like all other moments after that, normally I was the opposite, because I'd say that even if something surprises us, never run on that floor like, yes, because you put in the mind of the judges that you're happy to be the last couple in the final.
And what's wrong with that?
So I'm always like, don't do it.
He comes up with
I come on and I'm like, walk on cool, like, I know I was in this final, you know?
You actually, oh gosh.
So now the judges look and go, oh, maybe he expects more.
See, everybody should remember this little secret from Neil Jones Ekaterina.
Remember that. When you know you're going to win something, or you never know, but when you're in that position of you could win it, that's just relief. We had won, for instance, international, UK. Then we came to Blackpool. We'd already won the other two. So you're coming there going like, well, the only thing we can do is either win or lose. So then when you win, it's not like, oh my God, wow, fantastic. It's relief. So I never really enjoyed that.
It's not as powerful as making that jump into the
jump
final.
was the big one, and that jump we went once. We'd gone from something like fourth or something like this to second place. Yeah. And this was when we had always this rivalry with Yuri. Jumped in front of Yuri, and we were like, oh my God. Yeah.
So you would say the biggest challenge / the biggest satisfaction is making that final.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our career it was. Yeah. It's the biggest, even more than winning.
I want to talk about Mr. and Mrs. Latin.
Please welcome to the floor, 20 times world champions, Mr. and Mrs. Latin.
How did the idea come together?
We just turned pro.
Yeah.
Let's do the World Show Dance. I always wanted to do it. Let's do it. So then we were discussing, well, what are we going to do? At that point, we knew that the Worlds was in Russia. And we knew that...
Everyone does like really
normally everyone does a dramatic, serious number. So we said, well, if we come with something serious and dramatic, then, you know, it's too much to compare. So we have to come with something completely different. So let's come with a comedy number. What I always like, I like pushing subjects. My biggest thing is, like you said at the beginning, she looks Asian, I look ginger.
Already is not.
Hell as you can be, we're the furthest point away from looking Latin. At that point, I think we're this controversial couple that doesn't look Latin, dancing Latin. I don't judge that much, but I've judged a few comps. And I remember once it finished, someone would say, well, how did you mark the competition? And I say, oh, I love that couple. They were so great, but you know, they didn't make the final. And they were like, well, which couple? And I said the number. And then I would have one or two going, yeah, but you can't mark them because they're fat. What does that matter? I was they were the most musical couple. They were, you know, everything about them was just so enjoyable to watch.
So would you say the majority of judges are actually very stereotypical in that matter?
I can't say if it's the judges, if it was many. At that point, there was only 4 of us having a conversation and 2 had said the same thing. You know, but you can't say if it's every judge like that. But I just feel in the world now, so if I take away the dancing, just in the world, people are like that. Whatever's going on in society, people would look at someone first and go, well, they must be this because they look like that. If someone saw me and I would say, well, I'm a Latin dancer, you don't look very Latin. I said to Katya, well, let's make a show. The concept behind it is, you know, that we're overweight. Let's push this and just say that anybody can dance. Because for me, I don't want to go out there and be serious. I want to make it a comedy number. I want to have people laughing at the same time.
Yes.
You know, I laugh at myself all the time, you know. The thing is, I'm not going to sit here and be all like serious about it and go, don't make fun of it because it's a serious thing. I'm like, come on, lighten up. Life is meant to be about enjoyment. We've got to live.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, it's nobody in particular, because so many people ask, oh, is this person? Is it? It's nobody in particular at all.
Based on the reactions of people, give me some of the feedback that you have gotten.
I would
a lot.
One or two emails from people saying how much they love it.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh wow, this is fantastic, you know? The moment you get one email from someone saying they don't like it, it feels like 1,000.
On a video that's been shared on Facebook lots of times and has like millions views, there's a lot of comments underneath, and I like
you
to
actually read the comments.
I never read.
He never does. I like to. It just.
But again,
I want to know what people.
But
think,
again,
you know,
people would get the biggest.
So much. Dialogue going on, so much people yes and no and why, and people answering.
But I would say it's about a 50-50. Even I'd say more people are more positive to it than negative.
Yeah, I think the best email that we have got, can you remember?
Yeah.
There was a person there who takes care of
I think they had dementia.
A person with dementia. They were in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
And they brought them in to watch our dance performance. And then afterwards, they sent us an amazing email saying that this guy, after seeing the show, is never laughed so much in his life. Those emotions and this adrenaline that he suddenly got, that he hasn't had for ages, had brought a lot of memories back to him.
Wow.
Those sort of, you know, like this.
He actually got up and
started
dancing.
doing some dance moves that he's learned ages ago that he couldn't even remember a lot of things.
That is so amazing.
So, and they said
thank you so much.
Because we've actually just helped his process faster than they've been able to do for a long time.
Which qualities does Neil have that you love but you don't have yourself?
She doesn't have time to say all of that. It'll take forever.
You cocky little bastard!
Everything is... He's a yes man, basically. Everything is possible. Everything is positive. In a way, even like a dreamy sometimes, where I'm very realistic. It doesn't mean I'm not positive, but I've got to be secure first that it's going to happen, then to be positive to go ahead. He's just... Yes.
I'm not afraid of the unknown.
No. I mean, the creativity, but we're so creative both.
Does he overpower with his creativity sometimes when he creates stuff?
I wouldn't say,
push each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Push each other.
I'll be like, what about? Oh no, yes, and then sometimes I need to let go. And
if I have if I have a concept and I have an idea and I feel that she keeps trying to like go out of that idea, then I'm like, no. Like I'll say to her, great idea, but
shut up.
It's not for this. Shut up.
Neil, what does Katya do or say that drives you completely nuts?
Nuts. Like for instance, if we're discussing something, she can get really pig-headed sometimes. That she's just like, she will not listen to anything.
Yeah.
Nothing's coming into her ears. It's like she's just blocking it. So I'm trying to explain something to her and tell her something, and she just won't take it in. And I'm looking at her and she's saying something back to me, and I'm trying to tell her I'm saying the exact same thing as you, but she's just not listening, and she just keeps going, and it becomes like never ending. So you literally have to walk away to calm it down, but then she won't let you walk away either. So she's like, don't walk away from me, get back here. And you're like, so you know it will never end, and you're just like,
oh my God. What would be a one-sentence message to all the young generation dancers that you would like to send?
I've learned, and I would like to tell them to stick to what they want to do, what they feel they want to say, what they believe says something about them, and use everything else around them, information, opinions, lots of other things, in the benefit, and know how to filter it.
That's pretty nice actually. I would go down like the same route. Number one, don't take themselves too serious. Enjoy what they're doing, because this is your one life. This is even your career, this is your one time. But don't be hung up on opinions and results, because that's other people's faults. You've got to be so busy with yours, because unless you understand you 100% and you push yourself, you will never make it. You don't want to be making it just because other people said do this and do that. You've got to bring your own thing. And
it strong.
It will be a struggle. It could be a struggle, but it doesn't matter. Just keep pushing it and it will come through.
We're going to play a little game called, probably you know about that one, Never Have I Ever. So all you could do is You could either nod or you can go no. Obviously, no is you haven't, and yes, you have.
Got it.
So never have I ever danced with two people at the same time. Okay. Never have I ever flipped a judge. Why are you thinking about this? You're supposed to answer real quick, you bastard.
Knock it over.
No. No, I actually flipped them.
Oh. I didn't even know what that meant.
I didn't know what you meant. Oh my god!
Actually went.
Oh!
No.
Never have I ever practiced in the shower. What kind of practice though did you do?
That's not part of the question.
Okay. Never have I ever ran a red light.
By accident.
Okay. Never have I ever peed in the pool.
Oh, it's wrong.
Never have I ever ate a fly. No, okay. Never have I ever had to run for your life. Or for my life. Yes, you have.
I was chased by a fox.
Oh my.
England.
What did the fox say?
I was crapping myself. I hate foxes.
I couldn't. But she thought that you're, one of her own.
Yeah, everyone was like, they thought it was like boyfriend or something, you know?
Never have I ever worn the same underwear for 2 days in a row.
Yeah, just turn it inside out.
Oh shit!
Never have I ever been a member of the Mile High Club.
No, I've told you about it. You haven't.
Okay, no.
And the final one, and now this one is almost like a double question.
Oh, it's over? Oh.
Never have I ever taken a Xerox picture of any part of your body. Which one, if you have?
Say that again.
So never have I ever taken a Xerox picture.
What's zero?
Well, that's like the scanner picture of any part of your body.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one?
Xerox.
Well, this concludes our awesome interview with the most, probably the happiest people out there and the most thinking outside of the box people out there. Neil Jones and Katerina Jones. And I'm just gonna say Neil and Katerina the Jones. I'm Igor Shalvarov. This was Dance Comp Review Talk. I will see you next time.
Peace out.